What's up? What's up? What's up? I was just sitting here thinking about some stuff, and decided I want to do another. Well, I don't know if it's an episode. I got a story to tell. I was sitting there, bit thinking about all the stuff with football and everything that happened with me back in the past, and I just want to share this story with y'all about one of my coaches, Chuck Lawrence. When I first left high school, I went to Cisco Junior College, and played with played for Cisco Junior College, did pretty good, and left and went to Abilene Christian, and then ended up giving up on football. What is it? We say whatever, got kicked out or whatever. Came back home, set up for like a year in Fourth Ward. Wasn't thinking about going to play football no more. I had kind of gave it up. And one day I was at home just sitting on the couch, and I was watching. I remember I remember like it was yesterday. I was sitting at home and I was watching Michigan State. I mean Michigan, University of Michigan, when Mercury Hayes, I think that's his name. Mercury Hayes was playing for Michigan, and he went to Booker T and I went to Reagan. Back in the days when we was in high school, and he was a good player too. But he went to Michigan, and I remember I was at home sitting. I wasn't thinking about going to play football no more, and I remember this quarterback throwing him a pass, and I was like, a long deep ball, and he caught it. He scored a touchdown, and all the fans and stuff was cheering, and hollering, and screaming, and I was just sitting there looking at it, and I was like, damn. I'm sitting at home doing nothing. I'm sitting at home, but really I sat at home doing wrong. And I was like, man. And I just gave up on football. And I was just sitting there, and I ain't gonna lie, I was sitting there and I was like just thinking about how good I was in football. And I was just sitting there, and then tears just started coming out my eyes. And then all of a sudden, my mama came from around the corner, and she walked in, and she just walked in the living room. And I tried to like fix my face up real fast and like sit up like wasn't nothing wrong. And then my mom just blurted out and said, "That shit hurt, don't it?" And I was like, I looked at her, I was like, "What, mama?" She said, "That shit hurt, don't it?" And I was like, and then she turned around and walked off and went back in her room and closed the door. And I was like, what the hell? How did she know? That's what my mama was. She would just, I mean, you can ask my brothers. That's where mama was. She just came out of there and she just blurted it out, say, "That shit hurt, don't it?" And I was like, how did she know what I was feeling or whatever? And so next thing you know, I just jumped up, and I ain't gonna tell y'all exactly what I did, but I went and whatever I was doing, I disposed it of everything, and I jumped in my truck. Y'all remember the little purple truck I had, huh? I jumped in that purple truck, and I went down there. I remember I went down there and used the payphone, and I called Chuck Lawrence at Cisco Junior College, and I was like, "Coach, I need to get back in college." And he was like, "Well, Willie, I'm finna get ready to go out to practice right now, so I mean, I can try to make some telephone calls and see what I can do." And I was like, I say, "Okay, coach, don't worry about it." I say, "I'm gonna be down there." Man, I jumped in my truck, 6 hours. I told my brother where I was going, told mama where I was going, and drove all the way to Cisco Junior College. And I remember I got there, I drove up, and they was on the practice field because I had left that morning, and just told my family and went straight to Cisco Junior College. Got there. Parked right by the practice field. I walked on the practice field and I was telling Chuck Lawrence, I said, "Coach," he said, "Willie, you drove all the way here?" And I was like, "Yeah, coach, I want to get back in school. I'm just sitting at home like doing nothing." And he said, "Well, let us get through with practicing and just go up." He said, "Are you tired?" And I know it's a long drive. I said, "No." He said, "Here go the keys to the office. Just go in the office and lay down, and then when I get through with practice, I'll be over there." And all right, so he gave me the keys. I went over to the office, parked in the truck and went inside the office and put 2 chairs together, and I just laid down and wait till he came off in there, and he was like, he came off and then he was like, Willie, so what's been going on? I was like, Coach, I'm at home doing nothing. Just I kind of like gave up on football, and I want to get back in school. I don't want to go back to school. I want to play football again. And he said, okay. And we sat down. He made a couple of calls. He made a call to another coach, and I remember he called Coach Sharp at Southwestern Oklahoma, where I ended up going to. And he was like, how you doing, Coach Sharp? I got this player here. You remember a while back, Willie Brown? And he was like, oh yeah, I remember him or whatever. I don't really know how the conversation went, but I know Chuck Lawrence, he was Coach Lawrence, he was like just telling him, and I hadn't been working out or anything. I was like, I had lost all my little muscles. I was all skinny and stuff like that. And Coach Lawrence was sitting up there filming. He was saying that, yeah, he's still in shape and he's everything. I mean, he looking good and everything. And Coach Sharp said, well, he had put him on speakerphone. He was like, well, if he's in shape, just tell him to come down and visit to Oklahoma, and we'll see what we can do. And then Coach Lawrence, he was like just saying a whole bunch of good things about me, from stuff I did in the past. He was like just juicing me up so that maybe the coach would like give me a chance. And he had made some other calls, and he was like making a whole bunch of calls and stuff like that. And he was saying, now I remember he was telling me like, well, if you're serious about trying to get back in school, you's a good player, but you have to like really be serious and just try to do the right thing with yourself. I guess he's seen it in my face that I probably wouldn't, because I hadn't been working out no more than doing anything. But I just wanted to say thank you, Coach Lawrence, because I wouldn't have got a chance to experience none of the stuff that I experienced. Because I had gave up on football, and I ended up going to Southwestern Oklahoma, winning the national championship, getting the contract, signing the contract, went all the way to Canada, played in the CFL. I got a chance to play all kind of arena football, had tries for a whole bunch of other teams and stuff. But I just want to say, Coach Lawrence, I just want to say thank you, because you are the reason why I got a chance to experience a lot of that stuff, because I had gave up. And I remember I got in my truck and drove all the way there, but you made it a point to, you gave me the keys, let me stay over in the film room, gave me a place to stay when I came down Cisco. You didn't even you just gave me the keys and just let me freely just go off into the locker room or wherever I needed to go, do what I needed to do, and you helped me get back in school. And I just want to say thank you very much for what you did, Coach Chuck Lawrence. And it wouldn't be for you, I wouldn't have got a chance to experience all the stuff I spent. I had a bunch of good times. Went and played football in Europe, played football in Canada, played our arena football, had a whole bunch of tryouts. And I just want to say thank you, because if it wouldn't be for you that day, making those telephone calls for me, I would have never got a chance to experience all that stuff. So I just want to say thank you. And I'm out. Coach Chuck Lawrence.